A little bit of a longer video, and I want to talk to you guys about appraisals and why in 2024 they are so incredibly different than they were in 2007, 8, 9, which was if there's a movie out called The Big Short, if you have a chance to watch it and you're really bored, it's really good because there was so much fraud. If you were alive back then or even buying a home, we were getting 15 to 50 offers on properties, and people were far overpaying for properties at that time, which we've seen a smidgen of that this last couple of years until things cooled off recently. But what happens is if you have a loan on your property, your bank is going to require an appraisal, wanting to make sure that you're not overpaying for your home. So you've agreed on the price of the home. Cool. Let's pretend there's multiple offers. You're like, hey, I'll pay this amount over. You guys, there's this fine line, right? Let's say that you've agreed on the price of the home. Then you go to your repairs and your inspection period. You agree on repairs. Cool, that's step 2. Okay, last part of this whole process, which is the Bible, and which can really mess a deal up or make a deal, which usually is the case, especially when the home is priced right, is the appraisal. The bank has to order an appraisal to make sure you're not overpaying for the home. But the difference is, Truth in Lending creates this neutral party of appraisals today. Appraisers, sorry, that is, once it's ordered, it goes to a neutral party. They select an appraiser, the appraisal's done. The lender cannot have conversations with the appraiser. The real estate agents have to be very, very careful in our conversations. I ask for permission to have a conversation, especially if I'd like to show the value in a property and the way that we came up with it. My best to help the client get the home, the right information in the right hands. But back in 2007, 8, 9, 10, there was so much fraud that back then you could literally be like, woo, and you get like, hey, make this appraise. And it would. I'm not saying I did that, but there was just some shenanigans going on. So the rules have tightened up so much going to Truth in Lending. So even though you've agreed on a price of the home, even though you've agreed on your repairs, you really want to hold your breath to the the appraisal time, because that is when your deal comes solid. Because if the appraisal doesn't come in, you guys, we can have buyer and seller cancel if we had to.